If you're a creator, you have to listen to this. This is very important. You know, this YouTube creator journey, it is a real challenge. And so I'm speaking to any of you out there that are trying to create a YouTube channel, or you already have a YouTube channel, or you're working towards getting monetized, becoming part of the YouTube partner program. It's a real challenge. I mean, I started this video is almost a little cliche. It seems like at some point you have a YouTube creator who's just having a bad day and they have to vent it to everybody out there. But I do think it helps. As my wife says, YouTube really is a community that's built around sharing. And she's right. She just texted that to me because I took today off from work to just say, you know what? I really want to grow my channel. And I have all kinds of footage that I've recorded that I just haven't edited and put out there. And my videos really are just mainly how-to videos. And I just felt like I get behind because I have to do the task, which really has to get done in real life. And I record it, but then I have to edit it and put it out there, but then I'm always on to the next task. And so it's this perpetuation of this cycle I'm in, and I really don't post as often. When I do post videos, I do find that the viewers, they get a lot of help out of them. And I appreciate that because I know how much I watch YouTube to learn from others. In the end, it is something I aspire to. I would love to be able to do YouTube full time, but it's never going to pay the bills unless I have a really, really big channel with a lot of subscribers and lots of hundreds of thousands of views every day. We all have to have dreams, right? I started today off with high hopes again. Just it's a day off from work. I'm going to just sit and just try to get through some editing, get some more videos out there. So I turn on my MacBook Pro, and the first thing I'm greeted with a notification saying that I've been hit with a copyright claim. It was from some other YouTube channel that was claiming the song. It kind of blindsides me because frankly, it's about audio, music. I use music in all my videos mainly to cover up some sounds in the background, maybe some kids screaming in the neighborhood, or heck, even I'm trying to hide some of my embarrassed, having some breathing issues, coughing or other bodily sounds. And I've always used the YouTube audio library and read all the details of attribution that might be necessary, or whether you could use it for monetized videos, on the idea that I might get monetized, because at the time it wasn't, but I thought, well, let's just be careful about it. So I really feel like I've been conscientious about it. If you don't dispute it, you can also follow these 3 options. Take a listen. YouTube provides 3 methods. They show you the section that's being claimed, and you can actually just kill the audio entirely in those sections, but I can't do that because I am talking in a dialogue explaining what I'm doing. And then the other option is you could overdub it with some music from the YouTube audio library, but I don't know how well that's going to work. And again, I think it's probably just going to overlay on top of what I'm saying. But then the other option was they said you could mute the music and keep the audio. So I tried that, and they say it's a beta, and they also warn it may not be perfect, and it wasn't. You could still clearly hear the music, and so I decided I'm going to just delete the video. Well, here's the thing. I didn't make a mistake, and that's what I need to tell you. I ended up disputing the copyright claim, and that's kind of a risk, because had I been wrong, it would be then coming back as a strike from YouTube. And you're only allowed 3, and then they can take away your channel. I gotta admit, it was a bit frustrating to think that someone, completely unbeknownst to me, is making a claim against something that I took in good faith from another company that I paid for a service. And that's what I'm here to tell you, is that keep records. Keep screenshots. Because when I made this video, I was really down. I was like, man, what did I do wrong? But then, as the day wore on, I kept thinking, I didn't do anything wrong. I actually found that I had paid for a year's service from, and I'm not going to name it here, it was not Epidemic Sound, I'll tell you that. Luckily, I found that information, and I'd kept screenshots on my old external hard drive, and that's what saved me, because then I was able to go back and make my dispute in YouTube and write just giving the facts. I had downloaded those digital assets in good faith, paying the money, and from what I could tell, the individual that made the claim, it looked to me like they may have taken that same audio asset, turned it into something unique for themselves, and then they went and made a claim on me for using the original audio asset. So frankly, they were the ones that were in the wrong. I'm presuming they must now have to investigate that individual. It's a complicated system out there, and the fact that I do DIY videos, I really probably shouldn't even need to have music. So it's ironic that I would be the one that gets caught with a copyright claim. I think that's where we're going with something like Epidemic Sound, and I do have a link in my description if you're interested. Let this be a lesson that every channel, even DIYs that use the smallest amount of music, you got to be careful out there. Keep track of when you make your videos, what assets you've got. This challenge is real. Doing YouTube, you have to learn all of the things. Camera work, editing, being comfortable in front of a camera, lighting, audio, topics, titles, thumbnails, to read all the fine print about how you get monetized and what you can and can't say, and what topics should you avoid in your videos. It's immense. You're doing it all yourself. I got monetized at the end of 2021, and that particular video had been out there long before that. One of my better videos has earned me almost $40. My advice is, if you're a YouTube creator, be very, 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 very careful about the music you use. I thought I was being very, very careful. Pay for something like Epidemic Sound. They're royalty-free music. I've got a link in this description down below on this video if you want to use mine. Gain me an extra month of free service if you check that and decide to sign up. But that's not the purpose of my video. I just want to warn you, make sure you use royalty-free music and keep a record of how you found what you found. I think that's important too. You don't hear a lot of people talk about, like, you got to really stay organized. We're trying to squeeze this in while we're providing for our families, being fathers or brothers or husbands and wives and sisters and daughters, and work our jobs. And we're trying to do it because it's a creative outlet for us, but at the same time, get monetized. It's a couple $100. It's better than a stick in the eye. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this video helpful and that you will be very careful with your music selections. Thanks for watching.